Hey everyone, welcome. And as you can see the hologram over here, clearly the person being represented is not me. It's Davidson Toussaint. And yes, I am not the SoftBank guy. I get called that quite often, so please do not confuse me. The name is Stephane Emmanuel Fouche. It's very long. It's a French name. My nickname is Flanchan, so feel free to call me that. On a different note, the speech is going to be in English, but following the speech, if you have any questions in Japanese or in English, feel free to ask me. Okay, without further ado, I would like to say again, thank you for understanding that Davidson Toussaint is not going to be here. We had last-minute visa issues that impeded him from coming. Starting with a small introduction, I feel like our MCs did a wonderful job introducing who I am, but I'm going to go into a little bit more details to paint a little bit of a better image of who I am and also who Davidson Toussaint is. So I would say my life is a series of unfortunate events that came together to create an awkward picture. I was born in Canada, so I have a Canadian passport. However, both of my parents being Haitian, I grew up in Haiti, 0 to 12. The reason why I was born in Canada was because my mom had to leave Haiti to go to Montreal to give birth to me because of the political instability in Haiti. This was the year 1992. Following birth, my mom quickly moved back, and at the age of 12, I moved to New York City. The reason, yet another unfortunate series of events took place where Haiti went to another political coup. I think the proper word in Japanese is called seihen. During that time, my high school was attacked. It was a typical day, and then you had people who were trying to pretty much push the president away. They attacked the school to send a signal to the government. My mom felt very worried, and following that summer, she decided to send me abroad to live with my aunt and uncle. For those of you who grew up in the States, if you saw Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, imagine the Haitian version. Mom got scared, shipped me to New York. It's the same thing, but the Haitian version. So I was lucky. I was in an environment which the state of New York called a majority-minority district, meaning that minorities were the main. In simple English words, the majority of the students living in that district were the sons of immigrants, the sons of permanent residents, or illegal immigrants. In such an environment, you would think a child would fail, but then I was lucky. I had the proper support from my counselors, the proper support from my teachers who pushed me forward. Following the earthquake in Haiti, I was terrified. For 2 weeks, no contact with my parents. Didn't know if my mom or my father were still alive. My mother is a doctor working for the state hospital. And in the news, clearly on CNN every single day, what they would flash is the general hospital in Haiti collapsed. We do not know how many deaths. For 2 weeks. Finally, when the country was opened again, there was an influx of people leaving the country going to Canada, going to the States. In the States, you have Boston, New York, Florida, your typical locations where you have a lot of people coming from Haiti. As the story continues, with the support of counselors and friends, I was able to make it to Harvard. While my time at Harvard, I was able to travel abroad to different countries, intern in Japan, and also, through the MEXT scholarship, study at Kyushu University. I went to Kyushu, so I'm in the process of doing a proper ongaishi to everyone. But post-graduation, here I am in Japan, working as a consultant, and I can say that I succeeded. But this story is one of the simple stories of the lucky few who made it. Davidson has a similar story. He's one of the lucky few who made it. Not all of us had that support. And some of us, when we moved to the States, were lost. We didn't know what our identities were. We didn't know how to adapt. Davidson and I were able to kind of understand that system, which is why makes us one of the few success cases. Putting that story aside for a little bit, why Japan? This is the question people asked all the time. Growing up in Haiti, Isuzu, Suzuki, Mitsubishi, Kawasaki, and the name goes on. I never thought these companies were Japanese companies. And people were telling me, this is ludicrous. Why do you mean you never knew? Let's take a sample fact. For those of you who speak French, if you have an S stuck between two vowels, how does it sound? Sounds like a Z, not an S. Isuzu in Haiti is called Isuzu. Nissan, you have two S's stuck between vowels, which is the reason why it becomes Nissan in French. Nissan. Take one of the S's out, it becomes Nissan. With the proper localization of these products, I just believed my whole life that they were French. If not French, they were American. It never came to me that these objects that I was using every single day were Japanese. So if we analyze these objects, we analyze where they come from, and we analyze who is the person building them. The person who designed them holds a lot of power. The power that that person pretty much wields in their hands describes my daily life. The way he would design a generator, the way he would design a solar panel, the way he would design a car. A simple car would dictate how many people can fit, how large a family can be before you move towards 2 cars in a country where you don't even have public transportation. So yes, the number of kids people would have would be based on how big their car is. So that designer is very powerful. And that's where the interest in Japan started. Looking at Japan, they have it's a large economy. It's a very strong country with, when we call it the meika, where you have a lot of manufacturing power over here. But for a small country like Haiti, that doesn't take place. They don't have all these resources. They don't have designers who can reach a global platform and pretty much influence the lives of people every single day. That just doesn't exist. So how can, in such environment, can small players just like the one in Haiti sit on a global platform? And this is where Davidson Toussaint's speech was going to lead to. What he talks about is, in our generation, we are hyper-connected. Hyper-connected in the sense that any single thing that happens can soon be reported. These little success stories, these students who left Haiti are now connected to, let's say, Florida. That's where he did his education. They now understand the American culture. They now understand the local culture that's in Miami, for example. They understand the culture at home. They become these bridges. And the best word in Japanese to explain this, kakehashi. They become these global players who use 2 different models to explain their thoughts to other people. They become that communicator. And that's where, in a small country like Haiti, these global players are starting to be made. So taking a few words from Davidson, this was supposed to be from his speech today. There are 3 conditions for successful collaborations. First, collaboration must be 360 degrees. This implies communicating effectively with consumers, stakeholders, and designers. Second, the collaboration needs to happen all the time. The best insights are rarely found in the office or during brainstorm sessions. Once someone has that moment of epiphany, they share it instantly. Let it be Facebook, let it be Slack, whatever moment of inspiration, whatever moment of epiphany, whatever item it is that's been thought of at that time is shared instantly. Shareability comes as a result of hyper connectivity, access to information. These are the things that creates this environment. From this, ideas are shared quickly, efficiently, and to a larger crowd. Third, fail faster and better. In other words, invest your time wisely. In a resource-strapped country like Haiti, prototyping is rarely an option. People have to start small. They have to take actions. There is no time to wait. They have to iterate, constantly move forward in order to just stay on track. Given a lot of the changes that happen in media, this is how you have a small little country with a few players who are able to bring attention to it. Attention that is very different than what the main media brings to us. Now let's remove this example from Haiti. Let's remove this example from Japan, the hyperconnectivity that Japan had to designers. Let's place this in any other location in the world. This is the world that we live in. This is the new platform on which we are all sitting to communicate our ideas. TED itself is a platform that creates this. And this is where success stories from different places are part of the collective which help create an overall success story for all of us. Whatever is successful in one place can be localized and direct another one. However, that middle link, just like we say in Japanese, the kakehashi, is needed. To complete this speech, I would like to use one last set of words from Davidson Toussaint. This is the essence of a collaboration in a changing world. Are you ready to greet this new world? Thank you very much.